that's UK, yeah. And the budget was under $1 million, roughly.
That's a joke.
Ballpark.
Next, please. Don't be shy, people. I'm going to pull it out of you. Please. So the question is, with something with such a complicated plot, how closely to the original script was the final product?
You know, there's a lot of filmmakers out here, and we all know that you make 3 films. You make the one you wrote, the one you shot, and the one that you edited. This was no different. We did reshoots 4 or 5 different times. We would find problems and go, oh, you know, if we could only find this, and then we would go, hey guys, you guys want to come shoot some stuff? And they would be like, again? Please? And then they were gracious and we did it. So, location, I don't even know, I mean, so many locations. I mean, maybe close in the neighborhood of 100 locations, maybe.
Please.
Was it easy to get rights to the music?
Was it easy to get rights to the music?
So, okay, so we have an amazing music supervisor and an amazing composer, and so we got deals with them, and they curated this entire thing. We gave some suggestions, they gave some suggestions, and it was a team effort. And so yes, we actually have all the rights to all of these because of our amazing music supervisor.
And I did see...
Oh, and we do have a Spotify playlist somewhere out there, so if you just search other versions of you on Spotify, you can find most of these songs.
Get that music hooked up, live with the story. I saw a question over here. Please? Who has the key?
I think it's at my house. Oh, and he's got one. We had 5 keys. One of them got cut in half. One of them got lost in the mail, and then there's another one somewhere else. So you might find it, who knows?
What was the most difficult scene to shoot and why?
Great. What was the most difficult scene to shoot and why?
Airing the dirty laundry. Difficult scene. Yeah. The ending scene where Gwyneth gets pushed out of the door. A number of factors created a perfect storm where we all had to kind of just go for it, but it was difficult. Yeah, that was one of the factors. That we were at the very end of the principal photography, so everyone's exhausted.
Who wrote and who found the story?
Yeah, so in 2011, here's a fun story. In 2011, me and Ryan and a few of the people out in this audience, we shot a feature film in Cincinnati, and I needed a refresher, so when I went home, I wrote this novel in 2011, and then we started principal photography in 2015, and so I wrote the script over the years based on a novel that I wrote in 2011. You know, I like travel. I like the idea of people being able to just travel quickly, and so I've got time travel stories, parallel universe. For whatever reason, it's a thing I gravitate towards, and so I just had this idea of like, what if you could find that person that you didn't get in a parallel universe, and what if they're not the person you're looking for, and what does that look like, and what happens if you make a bold decision and you can never go back? You know, because that's the thing, we're like, oh, I wish I had that back, but then what happens if it goes down this path and it's not what you wanted, and what does that look like? So.
What advice would you give to aspiring filmmakers breaking into the business?
All right, so I'll give my best stab at something, because this is a very complex answer, but I would say our experience has been that it's just keep creating, that we just keep making things over and over and over again. And through that, we meet incredible people. We get in contact with people that are far more talented than ourselves. and we all join together and make magic from time to time, and sometimes we make duds. And I think that we are not afraid of failing, but at the same time, we're really excited to figure out what's next. So if I was sitting out there and I was 20 years younger than myself, I would be like, you know what? Meet people at festivals like this. Go talk to filmmakers around Cincinnati or Nashville or Indianapolis or Louisville or Columbus. Like Brittany, what's a really interesting story, Brittany was at OSU and she made a film in the 48 there, and that's where Monty and I kind of cut our teeth, was on the 48. It's a 48 hours to make a film from start to finish. And we were about to make our first feature back in 2011, and we put a casting call out, and we saw Brittany in this film that overall was like, meh, and then there's Brittany, and we're like, yeah, let's call that girl, she needs to be in a movie. And it was just through that kind of series of events that we ended up now, we just got off shooting commercials with Brittany, so man, it's been, oh my gosh, 7 years we've been working together. So that would be my only advice, is just keep at it, man. Just keep going. It's a long road in the same direction.
That's honestly a great way to end.